Good morning to all of our viewers this lovely morning, being the 2nd of September 2025. My name is Sonny Rashid, the anchor man here on Flip TV. Our viewers, you are welcome this lovely morning. As you are joining us this lovely morning, kindly click on your like button, drop your comment, and also share this program to others. Okay, I've said, okay, henceforth I'll be reading people's comments yesterday. The comment they left after the program yesterday. I will read it before I start the program this lovely morning. As you are joining in, please kindly click on the like button, share this program, and also drop your comments. We see Anakwe 9720 saying Tinubu is doing great things for you, but you look so hungry right now, and that's why I want Tinubu to continue, so people like you will come to their senses. Canis Otunoye said happy new month to Flip TV lovers. Yes, happy new month, God bless you. Then I move to today's program this lovely morning. As you are joining our viewers, kindly click on the like button, share this program, and also drop your comment. We are here this lovely morning for you. If you are watching now, click on your like button, drop your comment, and share this program. I have with me here the Vanguard and the Punch newspaper this lovely morning. I will start from the Punch. Let's start. Nigerian embassies hit by unpaid rent, salary arrears. 2027 PDP obedience tackle Wike over Jonathan Obi. Dangote fuel export surge amid foreign refineries shut down. $600 million monthly diaspora remittances, proof of reforms federal government. Terrorism trial. Federal government may seek Ekpa's repatriation after Finland's 6-year jail term. Government will take further action after judgment review. AGF ruling warning to extremists. Information minister. Strike threat. Resident doctors give federal government 10-day ultimatum. 60-year-old man arrested for raping Lagos lady. Oyetola blames wooden boat as accident claim 92 lives. I leave the Punch newspaper this lovely morning and move to the Vanguard. Yeah, I have with me the Vanguard. 2nd of September 2025. Let's start. Terrorism. Federal government, CDS orders hail Ekpa's conviction in Finland. We will take further action against Ekpa. AGF. Our court should expedite hearing of terrorism cases. NBA. Empowerment of bandits. Federal government tackles El-Rufai, says claim baseless. Jonathan to Keyamo or Dekalu. Keep off my political journey. Keep off my political journey. Says keep up my political journey. I don't need your counsel. Jonathan 100% qualified for race. Says Azibuala, ex-president's cousin, is being deceived. Fielding Obi spell doom for PDP. Wike adds, okay, I won't run for president. Notes El-Rufai calculation about Tinubu wrong. Nigerians, not APC or PDP, will decide 2027. That is Atiku. Power hungry politicians seeking to remove Tinubu presidency. Rivers local government poll. Obi Labour Party condemn election. Go to court. RSIEC tells aggrieved members. Childhood cancer. 400,000 children diagnosed annually. That's World Health Organization. WHO. Budge agreement. Resident doctors threaten nationwide strike. Nigerians in South Africa mobilize for Super Eagles against Bafana. Okay, these are all on the front pages of the Vanguard newspaper this lovely morning. Our viewers, if you are watching, click on the like button, drop your comment, and also share this program. Now we are having a very, very robust conversation today, being 2nd of September 2025. Let me have my first reviewer. Yes, Pastor Matthew. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome this lovely morning.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, let's start from here. Okay. I think let's shift back a little because of this sun. You didn't turn the camera. The sun is. Let's shift back. Because this sun is didn't turn the camera. It's okay like this. Good morning, Mr. Ati.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yes. You're welcome this lovely morning. Let's start from here, Mr. Matthew. Terrorism trial. Terrorism trial. Federal government may seek Ekpa's repatriation after Finland's 6-year jail term. Government will take further action after judgment review. AGF. Ruling warning to extremists. That is information minister. Let's start from there this lovely morning. Simon Ekpa has been jailed for 6 years in Finland court. Let's start from there.
I think I saw the news yesterday. Let me say that what Finland court did is to disagree with his approach of agitation. Yes. Finland never criminalized agitation, or rather self-determination. I must say that self-determination is a right, even here in Nigeria, because if you look at Article 1 of UN Charter on human rights, it guarantees self-determination. We go look at Article 20 of African Charter on human and people's rights. It guarantees self-determination. The only thing the Finland court did is to say that his approach is not right. And I know he have right of appeal. I don't know whether he will choose to go for appeal. But again, back here in Nigeria, are we saying that all is a huru in terms of issues that gave rise to agitation? I don't think so. We are going to think of it. Currently, we are seeing serious level of insecurity ravaging every strata of the society. We even had a situation where, under the last administration of Muhammadu Buhari, United Arab Emirates released list of terrorist sponsors in Nigeria. But up to today, it's not on record that Nigerian government have kickstarted any process to arrest and prosecute them, or have even prosecuted any of them. So I think what the government need to do, if you want to see an end to agitation, is to address the root cause of agitation in Nigeria. We cannot shy away from it. We cannot run away from it. I said it the other day, that the problem we seek to solve today, the solution was already contained in the Abuja Accord.
The Abuja Accord?
Yes. Because in the Abuja Accord, the issue of state police was already captured. The centralization of Nigerian military was already there. And what are the solutions we are seeking today? We are seeking to rejig our security architecture. Even currently, federal government is tinkering with the idea of forest guards as a way of integrating the locals into the security arrangements. And all these would have been solved if the government of Gowon had allowed Abuja Accord to stand. So the point I'm making is, with the conviction and sentence of some Ekpa in Finland, will it stop agitation? It will not stop agitation.
It will not stop agitation. Is that not a warning to others?
No, you get what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Warning, you are saying warning to others. What the court condemned is his approach.
His approach of agitation.
Yes. Even Britain exited European Union at some point. We had people who were for Brexit and people who were against Brexit. But at some point, those who wanted to exit outnumbered those who say they don't want to exit, and they successfully exited European Union. So what the court is talking about is his approach, not agitation, not self-determination.
Or maybe
like I told you, both the UN Charter that talks about self-determination, Article 1 of the UN Charter, and even African Charter, Article 20 of African Charter on Human and People's Rights. Both of them have been ratified in Nigeria here. So to that extent, it's a law in Nigeria. If for instance today now, maybe any of the UN member country that have veto power go and make a proclamation at the level of UN and compare Nigeria to conduct a referendum, Nigeria cannot resist it. The point is, it is not enough to use the instrumentality of force to coerce people into this entity called Nigeria. You must do things that will make people feel that they want to be one as a people. Because people are one in Nigeria. People are in one Nigeria because of the coercive power of federal government, not because they are convinced in their minds.
So they are being forced to stay in one Nigeria.
Yes, not because they are convinced in their mind. But if you see like America, you see United States of America, a place like Mexico or so, they were not part of America. They decided to come and join America, and that is why I think periodically every 10 years they conduct. You see Mexico or Texas, I will check. They conduct referendum periodically to decide whether they want to continue staying or not. So the point is, we must, as a government, you must do things that make people feel proud of being part of this country. Because come to think of it, the constitution that governs everybody as we speak was never done by the people.
It was never done by the people.
Yes, that is why the likes of Adebanjo before his time was always consistently seeking for people's oriented constitution. It was the military that imposed the constitution on us, the current constitution that governs everybody. And the problem is that every attempt, every effort to rejig it, to review it, has always been resisted by those who currently benefit from the current fraudulent status quo, particularly the northern part of the country. And these are the root cause of agitation. I'll give you an instance. How can you justify a situation where in the southeast you have only 5 states? That is pure marginalization. In Nigeria, you know that the major ethnic groups are the Hausa, the Yoruba, and the Ipob. Now, in other regions, we have 6 states. One of the regions have 7, but in the eastern region, you have 5. The Igbo land. That's a pure marginalization, and these are the things that give rise to agitation. And if you want to say, okay, let us address all this imbalance, those northerners that are benefiting from it will not allow you. How can you explain the situation where, as we speak, Kano State is having 44 local governments? Jigawa, that is covered of Kano, is having 27 local governments. If you put that two together, you are talking about 71 local governments. Like in Lagos now, I think Lagos have 25 official one, recognized by the constitution. That have 25. Edo 18. I think Rivers State is having 33. I think that's the highest in the south. Okay, no. Oyo is having about 33 as well. Then Bayelsa, I know it's a very small state anyway, is having just 8 local governments. But the point I'm making is, if representation were to be done on the basis of local governments and revenue were to be shared on the basis of local governments, you find out that a place like Kano, Jigawa, that do not have any drop of oil that sustain Nigeria, will be getting revenue more than Delta, Akwa Ibom, Lagos, and all of that. Even the attempt of this current government to address imbalance in revenue sharing formula, to ensure that areas that produce more, that have more derivation, that consume more, should have adequate revenue, at least to encourage other areas to develop their own revenue base. They not resisted it. That is when this government came up with tax reform base. Before they even pass it, I mean the National Assembly, before they pass it, they water it down. All the area they fed was, according to them, was used to deplete their revenue. They remove it. So the version that the president accepted to have been watered down. So the point I'm making is, we will continue seeing agitation as long as there's imbalance, as long as there's injustice in the system. As long as we continue to do the right thing as a people will continue to agitate. And I think the inability of the government to listen to the people give rise to some approaches that the court may consider not right. Because we didn't see, agitation didn't start today. We had a civil war. After the civil war, we saw even Owazurike, who rose to agitate for Biafra in the past. He was arrested at some point. We have Nnamdi Kanu, who is now facing prosecution. We have some Ekpa. And I want to tell you that people will still rise to agitate if those imbalance, injustice is not addressed. It's a natural thing. Because you cannot beat a child and ask the child not to cry. In as much as government is telling those who have taken arm to drop arm and embrace peace, the government should on their own part address those causes of agitation, those those issues that people raise. They say, yes, we are not fairly treated. I will another instance. Since this democracy in 1999, I know there's no guidance zoning or presidency. The Yorubas have governed for 8 years under Obasanjo.
Yes.
South have governed for 6 years under Jonathan. North governed 8 years under Buhari. Governed another 2 years under Yar'Adua. Apart from this, in the time of military, we have the likes of IBB, I think 8 years, Abacha, almost 8 years, Gowon, and so on and so forth. But I want to tell you that under this national democracy since 1999, an Igbo man have not governed Nigeria. So how do you want that to feel? I know it's politics anyway, but the question is, that is why I like what Jonathan was trying to do when he was trying to rework the constitution. That let us have 1 6 year single term and let it be rotational, so that it rotates around all the 6 geopolitical zones. That way, everybody wait for his turn. When it's your turn, you govern. But what we have currently is not encouraging national cohesion. You can call another kind of names. You can call Islamic names. But that does not remove the fact that there is injustice in the system. That does not remove the fact that there is imbalance in the system. Why is it difficult for Nigeria to come together and agree that one additional state should be created and given to the Southeast to balance the number of states? Because if you come to think of it, when they created the states that gave the North advantage, because currently the North is having 19 states as against 17 that is in the South, it was not done by anything that has to do with justice, equity, and fairness. It was the military that was using decree. A military president can just wake up any day and say, okay, I no longer want Lagos to be one. It turns into 2 or 3. It stands like that. You don't need to consult anybody. It's a decree. For instance, Asaba is the capital of Delta State. We learned that the reason, because Asaba is at the extreme end of Delta, sharing boundary with Anambra State. One would have expected that the capital should be at the center. But the point I'm trying to make here is, we learned that because IBB's wife is from Asaba, so it was not because of fairness, equity, or anything. It just gave Asaba the capital. So that is how the military were operating. If you are close to them, you get favor. So it was something that was done through fairness, equity, and justice. And these were part of the basis for which, or rather that necessitated Aburi. Because what happened at Aburi was that every stakeholder in Nigeria decided to go to Ghana to discuss how do we now continue being together. And after the discussion, they reached agreement. And the agreement is what we call today the Aburi Accord. And in the agreement, they were to decentralize police, decentralize the military, change the revenue sharing formula so that you control your revenue as a region, you pay to federal government, and that's the world best practice. That's what is practiced in America. But the current system we practice here, we jettison the rudiments of the system we borrow from other parts of the world. We impose our own system that encourages laziness on the part of federal government. I'll give you an instance. Federal government is like someone that's idle, is not doing anything but getting money. Now if you break Nigeria into oil blocks, you ask foreigners to come and look for oil, and before that the government will start giving oil block to people at will, not because of merit or anything. If the president like your face, he allocates an oil block to you. It is irrespective of whether you are from that region or not. So the implication is, when oil majors that want to export oil comes, you are the one that collect royalty of an oil block that is not in even your land. That's why someone like Dajuma can have oil block and he will sell for billions of dollars. He wouldn't even know what to use the money to do, because the government just allocated oil block to him. He's not from the region. He's not. If you need to imagine, let me give you another instance. Ogoni today is the most polluted place in the whole world. Ogoni. And the pollution is as a result of oil spillage. And this was as a result of oil exploration. If you want to clean Ogoni, you are talking about billions of dollars. And it will take about 25 years. And somebody will see that somewhere. I will tell you how best to share Nigerian revenue. Not minding those who are suffering from the impact of oil exploration. Now you share the revenue, somebody cannot take larger than somebody in River State that is having that problem as a result of the oil exploration. Aquatic life in that area is gone. Farming activities is gone as a result of impact of the oil spillage. And somebody will see somewhere far north telling you the system must continue. I agree, we have a 30% derivative that gives oil producing states advantage, but it's grossly inadequate. Even as I agree that the fund is not judiciously managed by the governors who preside over the South Niger Delta region. But the point is, we must agree and accept that currently things are not proper.
Well, let me ask you a question, Mr. Martin. Nnamdi Kanu, that is agitated for Biafra, is in DSS custody till now. Simon Ekpa is in Finland court. Finland, should we say prison? Let me say Finland prison for now. Do you think maybe others that want to agitate will be scared or afraid to agitate, so they will move back?
There's nothing. Agitation is not criminal. I just told you. I say what the court fought in Simon Ekpa is his approach. They didn't fight agitation because they know that agitation is in itself a right. But even that's why I cited, like I told you, I say you have a right of appeal. I don't know whether you want to go for appeal. That's why I cited Article 20 of UN Charter on People and Human Rights. I equally cited Article 1 of UN Charter. Both of them guarantee self-determination. And Nigerian government is already a signatory to both of them. And both of them have been ratified here in Nigeria. So to that extent, it is already a law in Nigerian legal jurisprudence. To that extent, if you are relying on it to agitate, and your agitation is within the ambit of the law, you have not committed any known crime, whether locally or internationally. That is the truth. That is why you go and look at all the charges preferred against Nnamdi Kanu, you will not see anything that will talk about agitation for self-determination, because the government knows that it's a right.
Okay, let me ask you a question, Mr. Martin. Now, okay, it's agitation for Biafra, right?
It's a right. Even you can agitate to.
Right. For Biafrans, Abi. Biafrans are here in Nigeria now. But Biafrans in Finland.
You see?
Are Biafrans in Finland?
No, that is not the issue. Agitation is different from where you reside. You can be in any. We have the likes of even Nigerians under military rule that ran away from Nigeria when they were agitating that Nigeria should return to democracy. Even the current president, Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu, at some point ran away from Nigeria because he was afraid that the then military government of Abacha could harm him. Or is it Ipob or so? So you can agitate from anywhere, so long as you are doing it within the ambit of the law. It is only when you go about it through wanton destruction of life and property that it becomes questionable. And that's why I say that what the court is faulting or what they faulted is not his right to agitate. They faulted his approach, which I said he have right of appeal. I don't know whether he want to go for appeal or not.
Okay, let's leave Simon Ekpa's and move to politics. I will ask whether you do ask about this Simon Ekpa. But let's move to politics now. Jonathan to Keyamo. Odinkalu, keep off my political journey. Jonathan to Keyamo. Odinkalu, keep off my political journey. Says keep up my political journey. I don't need your counsel. Jonathan 100% qualified for race. Says Azibaula, ex-president's cousin. He's been deceived. Fielding Obi will spell doom for PDP.
I don't know Wike's problem because the last rider you read, you have Wike's name.
Yeah, that's Wike saying.
I don't know Wike's problem. Well, I clearly saw Wike saying that if PDP feed Obi, that PDP will destroy itself. But I want to say that I don't know Wike's problem. But again, if you look at what came from Keyamo regarding Jonathan's contesting or not, or PDP using Jonathan or not, that PDP may risk not having candidates. I think I totally disagree with Professor Keyamo. He's a lawyer I know. Because if you look at the law that says that you cannot, because under Buhari, they signed a law that if you are the vice president and your principal die in office, you complete his own tenure, that you have right to contest for only one single term, which Jonathan have done under Yaradua. But the point is, the law in Nigeria do not operate retrospectively. Retrospectively in the sense that Jonathan's case was already in existence before they made that law. The only circumstance where the law of Nigeria operates retrospectively is in the case of procedural law, or if it is expressly stated in the law. I know that Nigerian judicial system is manipulative, and that if you go to court, the government can influence it, but this is a pure position of the law. So I don't know why, whether because of interest, that is why Keyamo is making that statement, trying to use it to discourage Jonathan from contesting. It is left for Jonathan whether to contest or not, and I know that it is Southampton, so I cannot speak for Atiku.
You also believe in Southampton?
I believe in Southampton because the North have stayed there for 8 years. They should allow the South to stay for 8 years.
Okay, Emmanuel Ogbuji said, good morning, Flip TV. Good morning, Flip TV again. That's Emmanuel Ogbuji.
Good morning.
He said 6 years in prison in Europe is 3 years.
I don't know. I have no. Perhaps it will. I don't know for now, but I want to understand that if you give a judgment like here in Nigeria and you say it will run concurrently, what it means is if you convict somebody in count 1, count 2, count 3, and maybe say count 1 3 years, count 2 3 years, count 3 3 years, that's supposed to be 9 years, abi? But if you are saying it's going to run, if the judge says it's going to run concurrently, it means you'll be serving the jail term, all of them at the same time. So the person will not spend 9 years, but the person will spend 3 years. So this one I do not expressly understand how it works over there in abroad or Finland jurisdiction. But I think we hope to get to know more about it.
Okay, let me take your lead. Just have to make it really long. Power-hungry politicians seeking to remove Tinubu. Power-hungry politicians seeking to remove Tinubu, that's presidency.
I don't know what they mean by that. Because what I understand that Tinubu is qualified to contest, Obi is qualified to contest, Jonathan is qualified to contest, Atiku is qualified, but he should wait for Northern turn. So I don't know what the presidency mean by that.
You mention Amaechi.
Amaechi is a paper with. What is I want to mention Amaechi
for?
He's qualified to contest, but will he make any impact? Asking Amaechi to come and contest, what impact will Amaechi make? Or asking the Seyi Makinde to contest, what impact will the Seyi Makinde make? Is it not the same Seyi Makinde, or no, sorry, Bala Mohammed, that saying that himself and Seyi Makinde will make a good combination? That is purely to destroy chance of PDP. If I thought PDP is even serious to contest this election, because the way it is, it appears as though they are handed over the party to Wike, and the Wike will not allow them to excel because he already made it clear that he's going to work for his master for the purpose of this forthcoming 2027 presidential election. So I don't know what the presidency mean by hungry politician, but the point is those who are eligible to contest should contest. But again, let us even get to a point where we have free, fair and credible election. And the only way we can guarantee it is to rework our electoral acts, particularly section 82 that deals with the mode of transfer of election results. We need to amend it. We understand that in 2023 presidential election, stakeholders put pressure on the National Assembly before that election to amend the electoral act, and at some point it was amended, and INEC was given liberty, the discretion to determine the mode of transfer of election results. But at the nick of time, when they come up with their guideline, they said they were going to transmit the election results electronically. But at the nick of time during the election, they reneged, and they ended up using manual collation to collate the results. Before we know it, we start seeing different reaction. Personally, I want to tell you that I was not convinced that there was a genuine network glitch, as INEC told us, that made it to resort to manual collation. So the point I'm making is that INEC is not responsible enough to parade discretionary power to have the liberty to determine the mode of transfer of election results. What I say that we should amend that electoral act, that section 82, to compel INEC that you must transmit election result electronically. X, let the result in any area where result is not transmitted electronically be null and void. Another point is, let us equally amend the electoral act and remove the burden of proof from the petitioner. Because if you conduct an election, somebody lose or lost in a governorship election, that person that lose or lost will be the one to petition the electoral tribunal to go to the court to prove that he win, that they didn't give him the mandate. What I'm saying is that burden of proof, let us remove it from that petitioner. Let INEC be the one that will go to court to prove that yes, the election was free, fair and credible. The election substantially complied with the electoral acts. Instead of the petitioner shouldering that burden, let INEC continue to shoulder the burden. Let INEC be the one that will go to court to ask court to prove to the court that the election was free, fair and credible. Because we are seeing instances where a petitioner will even be approaching INEC asking for electoral materials, some sensitive material that were used during the election to enable him prepare for his case, to enable him use it to prosecute his case. At times you will see INEC for dragging because of their interests. But if they are the one that will prove that the election was free and credible, they will be more responsible in their dealings when it comes to election management. And that issue has to do with, in that same amendment of the Electoral Act, let us encompass individual candidacy. As we speak, it is only political parties that have the right to sponsor candidates. And if you look at what the political parties do during the election, in some cases, those who are popular, who do not have money to contest the election, who even have the administrative acumen to even bring the best of democracy to the people, do not have the opportunity to govern because they may not have the deep pocket to compete with those who already have advantage, privilege to steal from government posts. But if you amend the electoral acts and you allow individual candidacy, there are some individuals who may be popular and who will do the right thing in governance, who will win election. That is another area. So there are so many areas we need to adjust and amend in our electoral act to ensure that we have free, fair and credible election. So it's not just about the government or rather the presidency saying that hungry politicians or those who want to take over for the president. The point is, let us even have free, fair and credible election. I will tell you that for me, it is irrespective of who win the election. As long as the process is free, fair and credible, anybody that comes out of that process, that is the government the people want, and the people will live with it. So the important thing is, let us have free, fair and credible election. Another thing is, when we do that, one thing it does is this: it will make those who govern to be more responsible. To be more responsible to the extent that they can now be thinking of dividends of democracy to the people. Because they will now know that if they fail to do the right thing, that the people may not vote for them. To be quite honest with you, going by the constitution, the right to hire and fire Nigerian president, governors, House of Assembly members, senators, local government chairmen rests with the people, the electorates. But that power is not potent because politicians have a way of manipulating the system and perpetuate themselves into power. But if you strengthen the system and ensure that people only get to position through the ballot, the people who govern will become more responsible to the people. We cannot see people like the governor running to the people say, what do you need? Okay, this one is lacking, let us do it. But if they know that they can manipulate the system and find themselves in office, they will not do it. In Lagos State, you saw after presidential election when Labour Party won Lagos State, you saw someone everywhere going to eateries, going to public places, even doing some menial eye service job, just to prove to the people that he's with them. That is because he felt that the system is changing, that the people voice is being heard, that election through the ballots were becoming achievable. So he wanted to buy into the heart of the people so that they could vote for him. So you can clearly see what transpired that time. So we must get to the point, where our votes start counting, where people know that they can only get to power through the ballots.
When are we getting to that point?
That is why we need to reject the Electoral Act. But it's quite unfortunate, because for me, I thought by now the likes of Obi, I'm going to tell you that I'm disappointed in Obi. Yes, I'm disappointed in Atiku. I'm disappointed in Amechi, even Erufai, Malami. All of them that are in the opposition, I'm disappointed in them. Because by now, they were supposed to be the ones in the vanguard seeking or pressuring the system that let us have the Electoral Act reviewed. But we seldom hear them say it. The only thing we hear is coalition. I want to say that it doesn't matter the impact or the momentum the coalition gathers. It doesn't matter the alliance. It doesn't matter how you synergize. If we still use the same Electoral Act that is susceptible to manipulation to conduct the 2027 election, we'll come back to sing the same results, the same song we sang last time. Because I must say that we must reduce human interference for us to have a free, fair and credible election. And the only way you can do that is to compel INEC that you must transmit election results electronically. And the only way that can be done is to amend that Electoral Act. But unfortunately, the likes of Obi, Atiku, even Erufai, name them, they are not even saying it. The only thing they are talking about is, and INEC currently have equally been accused by Amechi that they are not going to register any new political party. So the point is, let the likes of Obi, Atiku, Erufai, even Sule Lamido, is it Sule Lamido, or the former Jigawa state governor, they should all start putting pressure on National Assembly to amend the Electoral Act.
Okay, Rivers local government That was on Saturday. Obi, Labour Party condemn election. Go to court. RSIEC tells aggrieved parties.
Which court? Which court? Is it the court that is sleeping or the one that is awake?
Which one is sleeping or the awake?
Is it the one that is sleeping or the one that is awake?
I don't know.
Nigerian judiciary, they are sleeping. They pretend to be sleeping anyway.
Pretend to be sleeping?
Yes. You saw Jonathan say it the other time. That if a man pretend to sleep, it's difficult to wake that person up. But if a man genuinely sleep, it's easier to wake the person up. So currently, you are saying go to courts. Which courts? Do we not know that as it stands, Rivers State was captured in terms of state capture? Because section 305 of Nigerian Constitution has amended that gives the president the power to impose state of emergency, does not extend it to removing an elected governor or elected House of Assembly members. So where did the Mr. President derive the power to remove a sitting government? So for me, even if you coerce people, you use instrumentality of force that is embedded in the presidency to shut people up, what the president did in Rivers State is illegal.
It's illegal.
And you are conducting an election, local government election, under that atmosphere. It's quite unfortunate.
Let me take on this last one before we go, Mr. Martin. 2027, PDP obedience tackle Wike over Jonathan and Obi.
Wike, I don't know what is his problem. He want to be everywhere.
Want to be everywhere?
Yes, now as we speak, he's not controlling PDP and APC in Rivers State. He's not controlling it.
PDP
and APC. That election they did, APC want more seats than PDP. It was just an arrangement anyway. That was not an election. It was not an election. It was just an arrangement. So I don't know what is Wike's problem. In Rivers State, in that 2023 election, we all know what transpired. And that is the reason even the Tinubu made him a minister. What did Obi do to him? I don't know what they mean by that. But what I understand is, I know posterity will always have a place for anyone, depending on what you do at any particular time, point in time or the other.
Okay, let me allow you go now, Mr. Martin. Thanks for coming. I might still bring you in. Maybe. Good morning, Mr. Agriba.
Good morning. Thanks for having me. It's a lovely new day here from Lagos. All of our viewers will say a very big appreciation. Because yesterday, Monday, the first day of the month, which I'm supposed to make that appreciation known for something that happened there between you and Mr. Kun and everybody. So I have to. All of our viewers, God bless you. Over the course of last week, our football match was played and you saw it live. But then we thank Ms. Precious Ikedi, who gave us the sum of 20,600, and also thank Mazi David Tunde Okafo, who gave us 20,800 and we saw what we did with the money, snacks and drinks during the football match. God bless all of you, all of our esteemed viewers. We love you, we appreciate you. Happy new month again to each and every one of you, and we say Tuesday in Lagos, everywhere is calm. God bless you. Thank you so much for having me.
It's a new month to Nigerians, but to the Biafrans, I don't know what to call it. Let's start with this lovely morning. Terrorism trial. Federal government may seek Ekpa's repatriation after Finland's 6-year jail term. Government will take further action after judgment review. AGF. Ruling warning to extremist information. Mr. That is one. Then on the Vanguard newspaper, terrorism, FG, CDS, others held Ekpa's conviction in Finland. We will take further action against Ekpa, AGF. Our court should expedite hearing of terrorism cases, MBA. Let's start on there.
The Fulani militants have been declared as the fourth most dangerous terrorists organization in the world, the Fulani militants. How many of them are in prison? Number 4, the Global Terrorism Index said it. The Fulani military, or you say Fulani S-men, anyone you call them armed S-men, they have killed close to 1,000 people since Tinubu became president. How many? But no, we have to admit Tinubu, the military allied leader is in detention. No? That's good. That's a very good news. How many of them have been held for terrorism? What is good for the goose must also be good for the gander. Let there be the same law for the same people in the same country. Nobody or no group of people should be seen to be above the law. With that brings a balanced system. That one always take responsibility for the killings of soldiers. If you go to the Twitter page, and I've always condemned it. He always take responsibility for the killing of entire soldier die, say one woto or one language. I said this is not how to fight for freedom. You understand? You cannot compare him to someone like Nnamdi Kanu. They are two different people. Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa are two different people. People are making that same mistake. They will kill soldiers, you upload it because he has Twitter now. I follow him on Twitter. You will take responsibility. Oh, now we kill soldiers. We don't. That's not to fight for freedom. The best way to fight for your freedom is to educate them, like the way Americans seem to always do. Education. You want people. These are the plan of the Fulani in Nigeria. That's how to fight for freedom. So, I don't see someone like Simon Ekpa, in my opinion, I've always been saying they know me here, as a freedom fighter. And people should not see him the same way Nnamdi Kanu is. They are two different people. I'm very serious about
different people.
Yes,
but they are both agitating for Biafra.
I don't know. I cannot say that. I cannot talk about Simon Ekpa agitation. You see, they kill soldiers, Nigerian soldiers or Nigerian Air Force or anybody. It takes responsibility. They don't. No, now is that you can't do that. Especially when you are in a foreign nation. Nnamdi Kanu was here in Nigeria doing his thing. We saw him here in Nigeria before Muhammadu Buhari sent people to his father's house in Abia State, and they destroyed everywhere. It was even Buhari that made Kanu popular, because you destroy. Someone like Buhari, and that kind of person like Buhari that left the Fulani. Buhari eventually left the Fulani to run the country again. He left the Fulani to do and undo in this country, and all your efforts, all your power, you take it to the southeastern part of Nigeria. Python dance. I asked them, I said, between the north and the southeast, which of them is more versatile to terrorism? But Buhari uses all his efforts, say one Python dance somewhere. And if the military was, my brother, you know how many checkpoints are in that place? The military, all of them was focused on the southeastern part of Nigeria, and where it came from, Buhari then, the north. But look at what's happening today. Yesterday in Sokoto, bandits kidnap district heads and scholars, Islamic cleric in Sokoto yesterday. Yes. Those ones, they're like Bale in Yoruba, like district heads. No, there's Emir, the district heads. They kidnap them and the scholars in Sokoto State. On Sunday, a woman was killed in the north over blasphemy. Now listen. That woman too, na Muslim. Somebody want to toast the woman. Now Muslim. The woman say no. And they say, let me tell you, that's why I cannot stay in the north. They can just frame up any allegation against you, and they will just burn you alive. There's nothing you can do. Oh, you have insulted any prophet. They will kill you. And you cannot fight for God. God should fight for you. In my language, ọmọdé burúkú ó bojú ẹ̀yìn òòjọ́ kọ́ lóluwé ń pani. If your God is powerful, your God should have that power to fight for himself. If you insult Shango will just leave you. They know that Shango have the ability to destroy you. They know that Shango have the ability to destroy you. But here in the north, or here in the north, any little things you want to riot, you want to defend, you cannot defend any god. So this of Simon Ekpa should not. I saw a comment from Ipob who have said federal government should not use that Simon Ekpa debacle to try and do any injustice to Kanu's case. I saw it yesterday, and that is it. Okay, again, that also shows you the justice system. Look at how fast it was in Finland. Kanu not dey prison now for like 4 years. How many years Simon Ekpa? Let us see a system that's very fast. Anything you want to try him. Let us see. So that is how a normal country should be run. So Simon Ekpa, I've never reckoned with him. You don't fight for freedom. That kind, in my opinion, no. I know everybody have their opinion. But that kind of way, fighting for freedom, killing soldiers, taking responsibility. No. That's not how a proper person should fight for freedom.
Okay, let's look at it from this angle, Mr. Ilo. In the card that is agitated for Biafra is in DSS custody. Simon Ekpa is in Finland prison now. I should use the word prison. Do you not think other people that want to agitate for Biafra, they will not have the courage, or they will move back there? No, I don't want to hear this thing.
No, see, they are just trump up charges. You have the right to agitate peacefully, or you understand, in a way. You understand? You cannot, in the Nigerian law, even the global law, you cannot take up arms against the state. These are facts and figures, and it has been established. So, okay, look at the Americano. What have they? Okay, look at every time they bring a new case, they close the case. Because they are yet to see anything like a very big indictment against him. They bring up a case because they know, they have not said why they want to divide Nigeria. Look at his case. Because that one is a right. If you feel, oh, this country is not doing me well, peacefully start. But you must not forget, even they say in our constitution here, there is no place for secession. You understand? So I don't know how you're going to do it. You're one Nigeria, which is not even favoring you. No, that's the issue. You're one Nigeria which you have been part of. That's not favoring you. You have been there for how many years? Look at the one Nigeria today. So these are the issues. And number two is the fact that in Nigeria, people always take opportunities. Most of the criminals in the eastern part of Nigeria, they are using that one opportunity that we are fighting for freedom. Now, lie. This was their criminals. So it is the government that will not differentiate between the criminals and what they term secessionists or the freedom fighters. Don't forget, when there was a clash between some Igbo governors, one of them said that the people that are killing Biafrans, or that are killing the Igbos, are political thugs, not even IPOB. And that is a problem. And that's how Nigeria is. They will give you ammunition, they will give you everything and say, oh, you're a freedom fighter. They should not start separating them between those that are thugs and those, when you say unknown gunmen. Unknown gunmen cannot be someone that fights for Biafra. Because you want to find a way to leave the country, and someone that say you're unknown gunmen. No, there are two different people. So it is the government that should not fish out. That's their responsibility. The government must fish out the so-called unknown gunmen and deal with them. Fish them out and deal with them. That they can separate the wheat from the chaff. Like I've always said, Nigeria, any little thing, opportunity, any small thing, an opportunity. So So it is government prerogative to separate them and to punish those that are using opportunities to want to divide Nigeria. To cause how do I put it, to cause criminal acts and violence and shedding of blood of the innocent people in any part of Nigeria.
But I usually say Nigeria, we are not well. Can you agitate for dualism?
What I've always wanted is restructuring. We must restructure this country. Let everybody manage their resources. Let's go back regional. People, when you know where I stand, that's where I stand. Let everybody, even Ojukutu stood on that. Okay, before Yakubu go on misinterpreted it. Make everybody manage their own resources. Make everybody govern themselves the way them sabi. Let everybody govern themselves the way they know how to do it best. You understand? I give an example. In the north, you insult a prophet, well, they find a way to kill you. In Yoruba land, how many times have they killed somebody? Because you are Muslim in Yoruba land. How many times have they killed anybody for insulting any prophet? Your name is Rashid. It's a Muslim name. You're a Christian today. How many times have they killed? And funny enough, you must have Muslim in your family. You must have them. How many of them have killed you? But as being from the north, you cannot maybe hold on here. So that's why it is imperative for every region to manage themselves the way they best possibly can. There are no that way to it. Regional, the structures, complete restructuring. Let them manage their oil. Let the Igbos, let them have their own, what God has given to them. The Yoruba people, what God has given to use it. The north, there is gold in Zamfara. There are natural Zamfara states. Let the north too manage their resources. That is the only way we can go around it. There should be a complete restructuring of the system. Let there be a total restructuring so that every region can manage their resources. Everybody can be in charge of their own destiny. There are no two ways around it. But if we continue to deceive ourselves here, that maybe one day we are hoping for one something to fall from the sky, or one day an angel will come, nobody is coming. Instead, it will get more worse. That is why Obasanjo was better than Yar'Adua. Yar'Adua better pass Good Luck. Good Luck better pass Buhari. Why not better pass Tinubu the way things are today? Are you not afraid that Tinubu might be better than another president that is coming? You should be afraid. So the only way out of this, let there be restructuring. Let every region manage their resources the way they possibly can. Because the bottom line is Nigeria is not one, and we are not pulling in the same direction. We are not pulling in the same direction. We don't have a common goal. We don't have a common language. You don't have a common culture. Nothing binds us together as Nigerians. So until our leaders take the bull by the horn, but the North always get it. Biafra, North say no. Oduduwa, North say no. Okay. One Nigeria, he say yes. Okay. Restructuring, North say no. Okay. Regional, no. Okay. What do the North want in Nigeria? What do the North want in this country now? Every time you say no to everybody. So that is the problem. Until we tell ourselves the truth and we look at ourselves with the eyes and say, this is how best to govern ourselves. We'll always be here to always deceive ourselves. Let me allow Asa and Mr. Asa and
my viewers, God bless you for watching this morning. It's glad to see your boys here. Good morning to everyone. Now, well, good morning, dear Anchorman and crew members. Yeah, good morning, Ms. Gladys Oyabo. Good morning, Mr. Lawrence.
Good morning, the uncle.
I see you are shining. Because of Ekpa, you wear black. Don't be certain. Let's start with this topic. Terrorism. Federal government, CDS, others hailed Ekpa's conviction in Finland. We will take further action against Ekpa, AGF. Our court should expedite hearing of terrorism cases. That is NVA. That is one. And I move to the Punch. The Punch says, terrorism trial. Federal government may seek Ekpa's repatriation after Finland's 6-year jail term. Government will take further action after judgment review. AGF. Ruling warnings to extremist information minister. Ekpa jailed for 6 years. Let's start on there.
Ekpa is their problem. Yeah, good morning, our viewers, our brothers and our sisters all over the world, people in Canada, Australia, in Africa, country, Europe, Italy, London, everywhere. Good morning. To federal government of Nigeria and Finland.
No, you don't concern Nigeria, Finland.
It concerns Nigeria. The Nigeria is the engine room. You know, when you have tried to tell Nigeria the truth, Nigeria don't like truth. They prefer evil than good thing. Now, we already see that Ekpa is the person that causing all the whole terrorists in the whole entire Nigerians.
Nigeria.
No, but Ekpa caused Boko Haram, S-Men, Islam, whatever, all of them. Is Ekpa now.
How?
Are you asking me how? Are you asking me how? You know, yesterday that the problem we are having in this country is between the Finland's and the Yorubas. That's the problem we are having in this country. People that cannot come outside and say the truth. They prefer evil, they love evil than, I'm not saying all the whole Yorubas, the majority of the Yoruba, the politicians, that the people I'm referring. And the Igbo politicians, they didn't love the truth. They didn't love their citizens to breathe very well. When Ekpa is fighting against terrorists in the southeast, the whole governor in the southeast, all of them are attacking Ekpa. Prosper Ekpa, jail Ekpa, do Ekpa this. With the federal government of Nigeria, what happened? Immediately they arrest Ekpa in Finland. The first thing we hear that they massacre more than 12 people in Enugu State. The day they arrest Ekpa, they can flash your memory back in Enugu State. And the governor of Enugu State starts shouting. The S-Men, the Boko Haram, all of them come out because the person that challenges them can handle them very well. They already fulfill their assignment to arrest Ekpa in Finland, because to them to arrest Ekpa in Finland, because we see how many lobby Nigeria lobby in Finland to make Finland to host Ekpa before they declare Biafra in Finland. Are you getting me? They don't want that convention to hold in Finland, but God disappoints Nigeria and bring somebody, a brilliant woman, can stand and tell the whole world and the whole Nigeria. If you hold Nnamdi Kanu and host Ekpa, there's millions of Biafrans that Genu can still fighting for Biafra till the day Biafra will come out. If you like, just Ekpa in 100 years, that the people that are more deadly and more strong and more brilliant than Ekpa can fight for Biafra till we get Biafra. Israel to get independent. Do you think that it's very easy to Israel to get independent? Israel lost more than over 6 million Jewish. Because of what? They know that Israel, when Israel have independence, those terrorist nations cannot rise head up. In Europe, anywhere in white man's land, terrorists cannot rise head up. And you see what is happening. If he mess up, any terrorist that mess up in Europe or any country, Israel will do what? Will handle them very well. Very well, because if I allow these terrorists to control the world, me and you and the people that call themselves Christian and people that call themselves a Muslim cannot stand, except you agree for their government. Even if you agree for their government, that blood matters. And they have those kind of people like Israel in the southeast. In the southeast, the Jewish people in Igbo land, the highest Jewish people we have in Africa, the highest black people we have in Africa. That's the Igbos, the Biafrans, and the Mazin Nandekan and the Samanekwa is among those groups. The Fulanis and from Europe said that to Biafra to go, it better they can do whatever they do that make the Biafra to go down.
But if you are watching, click on the like button. It is very important here. Click on the like button. Continue, Mr.
But your destination can be delayed, but it cannot wipe out. You cannot deny it at all. Biafra is already come to stay. No man, no woman, born of a man, born of a woman can stop it. Even the spirit, as far as God already signed it, as far as God is already signed it, then it, God is already signed it.
How do you
on
know
the day, okay, before you cannot come outside and mention Biafra name, it cannot. It can't. But now, any discussion in Nigeria and in the world, Biafra issue must discuss immediately. When Donald Trump, they swear Donald Trump in as American president, he recognized Biafra.
Donald Trump recognized Biafra.
Yes.
Is that not a false news or?
We are not anything issue of Biafra. We are not doing false news or fake news. We are saying the reality. Go and check it. Even though your president, current president, before you talk one thing or two in the Aso Rock, he must talk about Mazin Nandekan. Mazin Nandekan is who? He's a Biafra man. You must talk about Samanekwa. Samanekwa is who? A Biafra man. To show you that name is already stand. God already signed it that Biafra must come, must fulfill that name in Africa. We must have Israel too. Two Israel. One in Africa and one Israel. We must have it. And we must pursue the whole our enemies. They must submit everything the Jewish nation wants. The enemies must submit. Whatever they like to do, let them try their own, and we must win the rest. Mazin, can you tell us? Listen, it tells the whole world, Nigerian, Africa, that they will kill us. They will kill us. Then we must achieve what we are fighting for. If it's very easy to get Biafra, we will see it like a tata. But it's not easy thing. And for you to achieve a good thing, you must pay the price. The Igbo is paying the price since 1966 till now. Millions of Biafra in the jail. Thousands of Biafra is in the jail. Mazin Nandekan is a custody of Nigeria. Till now, it's 10 good years now for Nigeria custody. Samanekwa is another person the Nigeria see that is another weak point Biafra have. They make sure that Samanekwa must go to jail, even in Nigeria, it's not in the Finland. They are trying everything to bring Samanekwa in Nigeria. But it's all the whole Biafra is very disappointed in Finland government? Who brought Finland up? Who makes people know Finland in Africa? Finland, did you hear about Finland before? As you are hearing London, America, Canada, all those ones, did you hear about Finland very well before? But Simon Ekpa brought Finland up.
Simon Ekpa.
Simon Ekpa, yes. Made Finland to more popular than before. And he's the first black man that started agitation in Europe. And the first black man that arrived because of agitation in that place. And he still stand as a Biafra man. A young man like that. Simon Ekpa is 41 or 42 years. To see the whole world. That name called Biafra is important for the whole Igbos. Any black man in the world need Biafra, whether he like it or leave it. They cannot stop Biafra. Simon Ekpa will come out, and the Finland government is already brought themselves so low because of Nigeria government. Nigeria government already make Finland government to be like lowest nation in the world. The way we see Finland is not the way we are seeing Finland again. Yeah. As they arrest Simon Ekpa now, Simon Ekpa will go prison 6 years. It's not.
In Europe, that is 3 years.
Yeah, it's 3 years. That 24 hours makes 6 years. Are you getting me? 24 hours is 2 days in the prison, even in Nigeria here. That's why I can't imagine that kind of 10 years in Nigeria custody. Listen, Simon Ekpa will come out and Biafra must stand. Our leader, Mazen Nanikani, never submit for Nigeria government. And nobody, born of a man, born of a woman, can stop a Biafra. Like, take the whole resources in a Biafra land, bribe Europe, Asia, any country in the world, Biafra must come. As Israel stand in the world, Biafra must stand. But nobody can stop it.
You want to go. Because I interviewed someone here. He has a business in Lagos. If you're watching, click on the like button, drop a comment, and also share this program. He has a business here in Lagos. Basically, now saying he's a Biafra man. He's saying no, him is not going no. There are people that has company here in Lagos. They have friends that has company here that none of them want to go. There are those that don't have work, that does not have business, or that does not have company. Now those people won't come out. There are them.
Nanikan, is he a hungry man? This is one question I want to ask that. Nanikan, is he a hungry man? Listen about Israel. Story of Israel. Did everybody live in Egypt go Israel land? All the whole Israel. Who developed Egypt? It's not Israel. Israel is slave for Egypt over 300 years. They later leave Egypt and go their father's land. If you like, have 1 million company in Lagos State. If you want to go for Biafra land, that's your own decision. If you don't want to, allow us the hungry people to go Biafra land. Continue your government. Continue with Nigeria. Nigeria is not our own land. It's a Biafra. And I myself, Lawrence, decide to be a Biafra. Whether people like to be a Biafra or not, I follow my leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. I will continue following Mazen Nnamdi Kanu till we achieve the Biafra. Even though my head go for the Biafra, no problem. No, I'm not. Did that pass Ikonso? Ikonso is one of a hero of the Biafra. They fight for the Biafra in Imo State. Governor of Imo State killed the man because of what? He's agitated for the Biafra. The millions of Biafra that died, over 10 million Biafra still died. It's only of my hand to say that I will not die. No.
You know that Jesus.
Christ died because of our sin. Are you getting me? God sacrificed Jesus Christ. Imagine now the kind of sacrifice himself for this struggle. Achieve as a freedom fighter. 1, jail. 2, exile. 3, you achieve your goal as a freedom fighter. 3, 4, you will die for the struggle. This is what you achieve for as a genuine a freedom fighter. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let me have Mr. Asiasa this early morning. Sir, now you have to come in early because I interviewed pastor for like 45 minutes because no reviewer was there to speak. So now we have to rush things. So that's it. So we want to.
Good morning, Rashid. Good morning to all our viewers. Good morning to Dr. Ukwoji, if you are online. Good morning. May God bless you. Good morning to Kinjo Ogba, Omodu, Tunde Okafo. May God bless you all that are watching us. Lady G, if you are around, good morning. And T Billion, including our viewer who is in France, Lyon and France, Kedio Tebenis, the people that are following us in Gabon, Kedio Benis tous. Merci beaucoup. I want to tell you something, Rashid. What happened here yesterday? In fact, I didn't like it. You people, uncle, yes.
That's gone.
I don't like when they are insulting, yes, our viewers. I don't like when they're insulting them, calling them animal. No, it's not good.
Whenever I say good morning 50B, good morning everyone.
Good morning.
Ramsey Ezigbo say good morning 50B.
Good morning. Good morning.
Let's start from here. Simon Ekpa 6 years in jail. Finland, yeah. In Americanu, DSS custody, Nigeria, more than 4 years or so. What's your take on this?
Those ones are the popular one. Talk about Python dance during the time of the other one. What is his name, Seth? I'm forgetting. Is it Boare? That's one. He organized what he called Python dance. He killed thousands of Igbos. He organized what he called crocodile smile. He killed thousands of Igbos.
Crocodile smile, Python dance.
Those things is an organization of killing Igbos. Igbo must die. Igbo man must die. That is the only meaning. So they join hand as usual. Go to east. Igbo man must die. They kill thousands of youths and everybody. And their brothers, Fulani, keep on raping our women, adopting how many women they want to adopt, and nobody care for that. What people care for is Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu. The issue is Igbo man must die. That's Python dance and crocodile smile. So they organize. Millions of Igbos have been killed since 1966 till today. Every day, organization of killing against Igbos is on and on. Marginalization against Igbos is on and on. And all sort of atrocity on the head of Igbos. Plus this one that just come yesterday that they call Boko Haram and so on and so forth. Although that one is everywhere in Nigeria. Islamic terrorists that want to conquer Nigeria, the spirit of conquest. All that one is on. So it's not Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu are only the most popular Biafrans that are suffering. Many, blood of many have run, and that's how blood of freedom fighters do run. And why blood is running? Mineral resources in the east, but it's not the reason why people want to go. Biafrans want to go because they want to free themselves. They are tired of marginalization. They are tired of it all. Look at how many sea do you have in the southeast, southeast? How many? But there is no seaport there. For you to clear your goods when you command them, you have to travel 100,000 miles away to Lagos. And before you could carry those goods to East, you have run even your blood to do it. It's on and on, on and on. Simon Ekpa is only, which day did Simon Ekpa come? Yesterday. And somebody say, there are Igbos who have many companies and the investments in Lagos. It's hungry people that are saying they are going. That person, I respect him. I respect our viewers. But my brother, I don't know if you know some history of Nigeria. You will know that Ojukwu was not a hungry man. His father was not a hungry man. A freedom fighter or fighting to be free is not a matter of hunger. I want to tell you, if you go to America, when slavery was on in America, people think that slaves were hungry people. No, slaves were not hungry people. Many slaves have their money. Many slaves have comfortable home, riding car. But the issue is that they are slaves. They want to be free like any other human being. So freedom fighters is not about hungry. Nigerians are always, some of Nigerians, we can be funny sometimes. Anything, they push you to hunger. Like somebody came up yesterday and said, those that are speaking on platform are people that are begging for money. But the same person, people know him as a person who is unable to take care of his own family. But he's accusing others, calling them beggars. I do go to other platform when you used to, present his case and they will give him some money, he will receive some money. If you have a problem in the world and you are suffering for whatever, if you attain the level at which your money is finished, you are dying, you are free to shout and say, anybody who can come for my rescue. It is done. It is done. But he came here and said, those who are coming here, Ojukwu father was very rich, but he fought for freedom. It's not a matter of hunger. Now he can abandon his comfortable zone to come and fight for freedom. You should differentiate between money and freedom. They are two different things. You may have all the money in the world without being free. So it's not about money. Please, my dear, it's not about money. So Simon Ekpa being in jail is not the first time. It's political jail. They didn't jail him because he stole money. They didn't jail him because he broke a shop. They didn't jail him because he raped, as it is being done here, because he adopted people, because he's a suicide bomber. No, Obasanjo was arrested by Abacha, I think. He was in jail. But after years, when Abacha died, Obasanjo became the president of Nigeria. So political jail, anything can take you to jail as long as politics is concerned. So Simon Ekpa going to jail in Finland. Finland also exposed themselves a little bit to ridicule because they fought for freedom and they are jailing a freedom fighter. They have been,
Remember saying the way Simon Ekpa was agitating for Biafra, that was not the right way to go about it. Look at Nnamdi Kanu now, look at the way he's agitating for it. Calm, with peace. But Simon Ekpa, they will be posting, we've done this, we've done this. Like, that's not the right way to agitate. What's your take on that?
When you want to kill your goat, if you have a goat, you want to kill that goat, several times you will hear some accusation. You will hear that this goat is stubborn. This goat is not like other goats. This goat is no. On Christmas I will kill this goat. So for anybody that hates you, can hate you without any reason. And when he is asked, why do you hate this person? You understand? He will find one reason or the other. I have seen a woman that carry her bag. A woman carry her bag and walk. She was walking along the road. The woman go past one house. And after the woman came back with the same bag again. When she went up with the same bag, one person started to complain, this woman is too much for you. She carried this bag, she had been going to and fro here. What concern you? A woman that carry her bag and going on her own, you start to accuse her. So a freedom fighter can be. Nelson Mandela was accused to finish. All allegations were laid on his head. So what happened finally? He became president of South Africa. I'm just cutting it short. It will tell you political prison. Everybody can go to political prison. The condemnation of Simon Ekpa is political. Don't mind the such a condemnation. It's not. It's political. That is it. It's political prison. It's not anything.
Political prison.
Yes.
But it was said because of his agitation.
When they arrested Nnamdi Kanu, what was said? They were not talking about his fighting for freedom, self-determination. They didn't talk about it. The other one, what do you call him? He says what? That's one that organized Python dance. You call him Buhari, okay. So that's one. They lay all sorts of allegations. They were not talking about fighting for freedom. That's how politics is done. If a politician, if you are my opponent in politics, and I see you as a heavy opponent that can stop me from acquiring power, I can lay any allegation on your head, even to arrest you, even to park you somewhere. After election, maybe another government will come and feel. I say Obasanjo was arrested after the death of Abacha. The same Obasanjo become president. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years after he become president. A bad person, a very bad person. I'm not saying that Nelson Mandela is a bad person, no, but let me use it like that. That as bad as white men in South Africa were treating him, all allegation was on his head. Why should such a person become #1 citizen of South Africa? You don't ask yourself a question. It's political. It's not anything. That jailing Simon Ekpa to satisfy whomever they want to satisfy. That is it. All allegations lay on the head of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It's the same court that he removed all the allegations. It's the same. Don't follow politicians and their this thing.
Okay, let me take on this last question. What are the Igbo elders doing?
Igbo elders?
Yes, their sons. One of their sons has been arrested here in Nigeria. Is in DSS custody. Another one in Finland. Are they sleeping or?
Why should people look at Igbo elders and look at all those ones? Exception of Abia state governor that I respect so much. Is a very responsible person. So out of him, why people are talking about governors, talking about elders? Tell me what elders has to do with this. What governor has to do with this? You talk about justice. Nnamdi Kanu, is he a killer? Is he a terrorist? Is Nnamdi Kanu a criminal? Whatever. Talk about it. If it is so, then you arrest Nnamdi Kanu and jail him. But you say Nnamdi Kanu is not guilty. He was judged, discharged, and acquitted by justice. Let justice do their job. Who are we calling elders? Is it elders that they do judge criminal. Rashid, if you commit offense, God forbid, you will not commit offense. You commit offense now. Did they need your father? Does court need your father to judge your matter? I don't think that a court need your father. All those who, okay, let me say example of those who killed Murtala Mohammed, the crew of Murtala Mohammed that they killed. They condemned those people and they killed them. So they tied them and shot all of them, killed all of them. They didn't ask elders of their region. They didn't ask governors of that place. So you have found that Nnamdi Kanu is not guilty. The court of Kenya say he didn't commit any crime and they condemn all atrocity that was committed on the head of Nnamdi Kanu. They condemn it. It is a court. So all those people have said all those things. They didn't ask governors of East. They didn't call them to Kenya. They didn't call elders of East to Kenya. What do you want from elders? Do you want somebody? Are we asking corruption? No. Justice. Courts have to do their job. That's it. So courts have found Nnamdi Kanu non guilty. He is not guilty. Why are we calling elders? Why are we calling elders of East? Why are we calling governors? Okay, if it is elders, Igbo, Igbos, the whole Igbos have said, Igbo elders have several times say release Nnamdi Kanu. Governors also have said release Nnamdi Kanu. Are you hearing me, Rashid?
Yes.
Ohaneze Igbo have said release Nnamdi Kanu. Ohaneze Igbo is Igbo elders. Which Igbo elders does we need again? Governors, even Uzodem of Imo State, said Nnamdi Kanu is not guilty. All those governors have spoken. Which governor does people want again? Which elder does people want again? What else does court need again when a person is not guilty?
Shall you go now? If next tomorrow you come tomorrow, right?
I will come tomorrow.
Just make sure you come early. Good morning, Mr. Lajide. Good morning, sir.
Yes. Good morning, Mr. Rashid. You are welcome to the Aquaman of Flip TV. You are welcome to Flip TV this morning. And I'm saying good morning to all our global viewers of Flip TV platform. You are blessed. Dr. Okuoji, may God bless you, sir, where you are and your children and your generation. King Yoba, I remain faithful, sir. I remain humble to you, sir, for your kindness. And Dr. Okuoji, may God bless you, sir. T-billions, who shall come for? Lady G and all of them, all the viewers on this platform that are around, I think Mr. Oralunos, Oralunos or Ezigbo, many of them, all the viewers of Flip TV are most welcome.
Dr. Okwaji said, hello guys.
Yes, Dr. Okwaji.
I was saying good morning to Mr. Rashid and Aziasa.
Okay.
We go to Biafra, yes. Go to freedom. Is usually rough, but yet somebody must pass it.
Yes.
Those rejoicing against Ekpa's jail term are suffering from mental slavery. Yes. That's Dr. Ukwoji.
Yes.
He continued, he said, many Nigerians didn't know that they are in prison already for being Nigerians. That's Dr. Ukwoji. I am told I was saying that Canada court declared the regime of APC party as a terrorist Fulani organization.
Yes.
Yes, let's start this lovely morning.
So let me run up with my application. I know. My greetings to all our global viewers. You are most welcome. God bless you. As much as you stand on this platform to us, we are doing the bits we can on your behalf because we are inside and here, you are outside the country. I'm talking about those global viewers who are outside Nigeria. We are on the street. We are the one feeling we are the one going through what the government of the days, is releasing on us. Yes. May God bless you, sir. So I remain my humble self, Mr. O.J. Olajide, your global analyst. Flip TV, you are welcome.
Now let's start from him, Mr. Laji. Simon Ekpa, Biafran agitator. He has been sentenced.
Jail.
Jailed.
6 years.
6 years. In Americanu, that one they never even confirm. It's still the DSS custody. These two things, people are saying if na Yoruba nation now, you go still dey okay. If it's from the north, you will still be alright. But now, maybe you understand now. What do you have to say about this?
You see, I have two approaches to different people. We have two personalities involved in this matter. In Americano, my stand on him different from my stand for Daniel Ekpa, Samuel Ekpa. There are two different personalities. Yes, there are two different personalities. In Americano, when the man started his agitation, he started it on a rightful note of how agitation is guaranteed to be started under the law. Get my point? He has a right to self-determination of his people, of himself, and of his people. And when he started it on peaceful demonstration, carrying a placard, and simple and civil protest. That's how Nnamdi started it. He was going about his, expressing a desire for something that he perceived that he understood to be wrong, with the Nigerian nation to be corrected, as how Igbo nation have been marginalized. Of course, that's the right to determination, that's the right of his. And to those who believe in it, I share with him, on that course, this protest, demonstration, is guaranteed within Nigerian law, Nigerian constitution, and African and even United Nations, right to self-determination. And the way Nnamdi started about it, beautiful, lawfully started in a peaceful way, with demonstration, with carrying a placard, making up his heart to the nation and the people in control that this is what I wanted, this is how we are being treated in Nigeria, this is our grievances, this is what we felt, this is what we are demanding for. Peaceful notes, demonstration notes, started on that notes. I was embarking upon this. But do you know, the worst thing that happened was when the governors of the South then proscribed that organization. The governors of the South were the first who led in the proscription of Ipob. The governor of the South, the Igbo nation governors, before Buhari went to court, before Buhari government went to court, and got court order to validate, to endorse what the South governor has pronounced. Now court order now officially, judicially now pronounced Ipob organization as being banned. Then when that was happened, they continue their possession, but the Fulani government that was in power under Buhari went to the extreme. The Fulani government that was in power under Buhari went to the extreme because they felt that agitation would change, will meet their own Fulani agenda of subduing the whole country and capturing the whole Nigeria for Fulani interests. In the name of Ruga, they now release military men to attack attack Igbo men, Igbo Biafra men who are agitating for Biafra. Because I've made a lot of statements. I don't know whether it was already whether it was captured or not. It's okay. Now I said, maybe I should still repeat myself. I say my personality, my stand on those two personalities are different. Nnamdi is different from Sam Ekpa. My belief, my take, my standing, my conclusion, my decision, my statement on them are two different. Nnamdi started the struggle of Biafra on the peaceful note of coming out with a flag. Get my point? With demonstration, protest, which is lawfully allowed under the civil rights law of Nigeria. It's Nigerian Constitution, African Charter, United Nations. You can come out and agitate for self-determination. And the way you go about this is, if it's peaceful, it's okay. That is how Nnamdi Kanu started. In the Southeast, he came up with the agitation of carrying, placard, flags, and peacefully demonstrating what he called injustice grievances against Nigerian states of the Igbo people in Nigeria. He has a right to do that. He's even this right to do that. And I told you, he kept on doing that. And I also said, the governor of the South is the one that gave away the Ipob association. The one that sold it out by going against it, by coming out and prescribing Ipob activities in South. The governors of the South, they did that first before Buhari government.
Dr. Okoji said, Mr. Lajide, welcome.
Yes.
Nnamdi Anusi said, Mr. OJ is like Kunle tribal by God. Same bed, confused people. Kate Perry, good morning, guys. Good morning. Okoji, please, Mr. Lajide isn't like Kunle. Listen to him carefully.
May God bless Dr. Okoji.
That's Dr. Okoji, yes.
May God bless Dr. Okoji.
Kate Perry said, Finland jail term is different from Nigeria old. He's going to spend only 3 years, so nothing wrong with it. He continued, he said, we, the Igbos, stand with our leaders and we love them. I blame our leaders in Igbo land, but time is coming when we are going to face them one by one.
Let me, okay, Oranuzi, that was when I was trying to get his name clearly that time.
Yes,
Nnamdi Oranuzi. A fellow Igbo man is telling you, you should listen to me carefully. Learn about my character, my attitude from him. He will tell you more. You are not getting things right. Oranuzi, Nnamdi Oranuzi. You need to be divert yourself of this ethnic sentiment in your heart, your mind. If you know my character, if you know my position, you know you'll be saying that. I remember you took up, you are mistaken. You know any township of Kwara that time, and I corrected you, insisted on it. Well, it's your choice, your opinion. In case you are just listening, let me start my comments again. I told you my standpoints on Nnamdi Kanu and Sam Ekpa are different. Nnamdi Kanu is different from Sam Ekpa. And listen to me. Listen to me again. This is what I'm repeating myself. I said when Kanu started agitation of Biafran agitation in South, he started it on a peaceful demonstration process of carrying placard and protests, of course, and that is lawfully approved, allowed under civil rights law, that you can agitate for self-determination. It's captured in the Nigerian Constitution, it's captured in the African Charter of Human Rights, and it's also captured in United Nations Human Rights Charter. It's captured under that. That what Kanu was doing was lawful thing he was doing. It's then. Yeah, because we do what is lawful within Nigerian law, African law, international law, self-determination, and the way he was going about it was by peaceful means, demonstration and carrying of flags, and stating his position, and stating his grievances to the Nigerian nation. That these are the grievances we have against Nigerian nations. Nigerian nation come addresses and bring a resolution to it. But the Nigerian government we have at that time, which was government of Buhari, Muhammadu Buhari, the Fulani extraction, who are not seeing an ideological motive, receive of subduing the whole nation of Nigeria to a Fulani enclave. Once against him, they saw that his agitation is tantamount to destruction, nullification of their own agenda. As at the time he was championing it. Because at that time, they were all bent on imposing Ruga on one community in Nigeria. Forcing Fulani settlement on every community in Nigeria in the name of Ruga. So they saw agitation of Nnamdi Kanu as totally contrary to their own agitation. It will betray, it will slow down, it will destroy the agitation of Ruga achievement. They now went out after him. And I also told you before they went after him, governors of the South were the ones who first came out and prescribed Ipob. Get my point? They came out and prescribed Ipob. It was after that Buhari government now went to court and get order that prescribed Ipob. So government of the South gave Ipob away to the hands of federal government of Buhari, who later now got court order and possess Ipob. I hope now this is following. I don't care whether you have your change of heart.
He's asking you. He said, so Mr. OJ, so Sunday though is a good freedom fighter, right?
I'm not listening to that man. He's not comprehending what I'm talking about. Let me talking with what I'm saying. He's not comprehending. He's not listening. He's not comprehending. Leave him with his mindset of made up. I won't reply him. So he didn't listen. If he listen, he won't be asking such questions. Let me continue with what I'm saying. He's not listening. Leave such a person with so mindset. Leave them. Don't engage him with me with again. So he don't listen. So if you have to be listening to what I'm saying, he won't be asking such a thing. So whatever it is, I'm not engaging him. He can read his comments, but I won't reply him. So, and I said, because of that, they saw what Kanu was doing as detrimental to their own Fulani interest agenda of enforcing Ruga totally completely on Nigerians. So they now, Fulani government of Fulani now try to subdue him. But before Fulani government of Buhari came in, the governors of South has already played to the hands of Buhari by banning Ipob. Let him go back. Let everybody wants to go back to history, go back and check it. It was the governor of the South first of all who prescribed Ipob before Buhari government now went to court to get court order to further concentrate on what governor of South has done. Now, having now prescribed Ipob through court order, they now rolling armed tanks and army against any gathering of Ipob in South. That's when they begin to now kill Ipob members in South. It was after the court that the Buhari government now begin to now enforce court judgment order of position of Ipob. Now, why Buhari was so desperate to do that? Because it does not want anything that would disrupt Ruga enforcement on all land in Nigeria. But never knew that Ruga will see it because the whole nation rose up to it that they don't want Ruga in their community. They don't want Fulani settlement in their community. That's when government of Buhari found it difficult to secure land for Fulani settlement. He has forgotten that the power to allocate land lies with the governor, not president. Having realized that later, that's how Ruga matter died. So Nnamdi Kanu was not going about the decision he was not going about this in a way that's not according to the law. He was going about it according to how the law stated this to be in a peaceful way, in a demonstration way, in a protest way with kind of flags. Nnamdi Kanu never embraced violence. It was the Nigerian government that unleashed violence on Nnamdi Kanu agitation. Get my point? It was government of Nigeria of Buhari that unleashed violence on Nnamdi Kanu agitation. So you know when they invaded his house, they lay ambush for him, only for him to escape. Many were killed during that struggle. So Buhari government, after court order that is secure against prescription of Ipob, they now enforce that order by deploying forces to be attacking any Ipob gathering. That's where violence was introduced to that struggle. That's the sequence of how it was. Now, so for Ipob under Nnamdi Kanu, it was a legitimate action was taken. The Nigerian government of Buhari should have listened to him. It's like a father when your children say they are angry with you, you see them with grievances. What should a good father do? You call those children. Yeah, my dear children, what are grievances you have your parents? And they will tell you, and you will resolve it. Instead of Buhari to do that, he never did that because of agenda they already had to ensure it comes to pass. Ruga agenda. They didn't do that. They didn't do that. They thought they had to suppress the agitation. That's what led to Buhari, suppressing agitation. Instead of Buhari to have listened to Kanu, hello, my man, what was your grievances against Nigerian state? I will table this. I will resolve it. I will address it. Those ones that are too critical, they will tell him, hello, Mr. Man, give us time. Those ones that are simple, that can easily resolve, he will resolve it on time. Allow the city to move up. Those ones that critical, you give him. When you see your genuineness addressing that matter, they know you are genuine. When people express concern and grievances, they have an issue at stake to be resolved. But a good leader will make sure that he does that. He listens to them and this no, and but they didn't do that. That's what they did. So now that's for so Kanu. It was the government that is the government of Nigeria that messed it up. Now on Samuel Ekpa tried to come up. He never said he was not a member of Ipob. At the time he assumed a leadership role of the organization, detecting the tone, detecting the instruction, calling the shots, of which the whole Ipob members embrace him. They embrace him and did that when Kanu was arrested. Only when he was now arrested, he now dissociated himself from the organization that is not member of Ipob. It's autopilot, but all his actions, instructions, his leadership style, when he was assuming the control of Ipob, activities in Southeast, was embraced by Igbo people. Now, he himself incorporated, embraced, played the same game with the Nigerian government was playing, violence. He also paid Nigerian government back with the same violence, which the American never did. That's different. That's why I told you my position on him is different from my position on the American. Nigerian government introduced violence. He also mixed them with violence for violence. Can never did that.
Should have.
Yes. Nelson Mandela never embraced violence. Martin Luther in the US never embraced violence. When Nigerian government introduced violence to the struggle, we shouldn't play into their hands. That's why I told you my stand on him is different from my stand on Americano. He fell into the trap of Nigerian government. Nigerian government introduced violence. He also fell into the trap. He also encouraged a payback with violence. That's what brought the. So they now saw criminality on his own path. They were able to establish criminality on his path that he committed this disaster. Look, in struggle, there is bound to be prices you paid for struggle. As you pay the price, it's a matter of time. If you don't give up on your struggle, you will achieve your aim. So it's a pity he's playing to the hands of federal government by also mixing them violence for violence, which is leader Namika never did. But I hope he has learned this now.
Let me read some comment for you.
Okay.
Why do Yoruba people hate Igbos for no reason? That's I no see Namdi. Okay. Mr. OJ, why is every Yoruba against Igbos? What have you done to Yorubas? Nothing. I am too like I was saying that Finland is wrong by that bastardized judgment placed on Mazi Simon Ekpa. Nnamdi Anusi said every day Mr. OJ and Mr. Kunle keep attacking Igbos. Nnamdi Anusi said I listen to you very well. I know you very well. Dr. Okoji said Ekpa has right to appeal the judgment in higher court.
Of course, yes,
said,
of course.
You hate Igbos. You and Kunle stop pretending.
He doesn't know anything about me. Let me reply him. Let me reply Waranuzi. Did he support Tinubu? Or did he support? It's not Obi he supported for election. We are obedient. 20th century election. He doesn't know anything. That man doesn't know anything. We was an obedient. He supported Obi. He didn't support Tinubu. I supported Obi. I was an obedient. So what does he know? He's the ethnic bigot. Honestly, you are the ethnic bigot. I need to reply with the words he's using. I use the words the same word for him. If you don't support Tinubu, I supported Obi. I was an obedient. You are the ethnic bigot who hates Yoruba. You can never support Yoruba man. Like I supported Obi. I was an obedient in 2013 election. We were the one that fought for Obi that ensure Obi election in Lagos. My vote is one of the Obi votes in Lagos. You are the ethnic bigot. You can never support Yoruba man. I supported Obi. I was an obedient. So if you are talking about somebody who is an ethnic bigot, you are the one.
Okay.
You are the one.
I am fully okay for saying that. Okay.
Sorry, read this now.
No.
Read this now.
Mr. Tulak, I saw your comment, but
read it.
I am too lucky for saying that Olajide is ignorant about Martin Simon Ekpa in Biafra Nation. Brian Makobi saying Simon Ekpa makes so many mistakes of openly saying things.
Oh, okay.
But very sad.
Okay.
Anthony Chuku said, Mr. OJ, you are making a very good point.
May God bless you.
Brian Makobi said his family is the one suffering actually.
Okay.
He could have avoided it.
Okay.
Dr. Okoji said, Mr. Olajide, I like the way you put your analysis straight.
Good.
Without fear or favor.
Okay. Okay.
Brian Makobi said Simon Ekpa was set up and he falls in the trap. I am too lucky for saying that Olajide is talking rubbish about Simon Ekpa. Okay. Anthony Chuku said, my brothers, I don't know why you guys are attacking Mr. OJ. I haven't seen anything wrong in what he was saying. Brother Makobi said he was on watch by the Finland government since Nigeria complained about him.
Okay.
I am told I was saying that Nigeria government kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya and hope that Olajide should understand. Brother Makobi, I feel very sad for him and his family. And to indeed, Mr. Oje, you are a very good man. No, don't call Mr. Oje Olajide is a detribalized man as long as I know him.
May God bless you, Dr. Kwaji.
So we should close on that.
Okay.
Shall I go now?
Oh, yes. I don't want to. If there's anybody you are collecting because it's you have not supported Tinubu, I supported Obi. I have laid that example already. Let me see you to almost a Yoruba man. Don't be your own tribe, somebody Igbo man for another tribe man, like I did for Obi. So if until I'm able to see you doing that.
He said, why should I support a drug dealer? Is Tinubu a good candidate?
Yeah, that's why I call you are acting bigot, which you call somebody else. You are just simply acting bigot. Like what you are not, you never do that for any other tribe than your tribe man. But we have done that to another tribe man, so that you are the ethnic bigot.
I am like I was saying that Olajide should know that we always voted Yoruba presidential position. Mr. OJ, I can never support Tinubu. That's Nnamdi Kanu.
I don't. That's your choice. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank
yes.
you, Mr. Let me have Mr. Oyeze.
I know you have comments.
My concern is they should not deport him to Nigeria. Let's start from here, Mr. Mazi Chinedu.
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Anybody that is praying for that should also pray for reality.
Okay, let's start from here. Simon Ekpa, not our member. He bears his own cause. That's IPOB.
Yes. Simon Ekpa is Nnamdi Kanu's disciple, not an IPOB member. Is that understood now?
Wait, Nnamdi Kanu, I don't understand. Come again.
I said Simon Ekpa is Nnamdi Kanu's disciple, not an IPOB as an organization, but he is a Biafran.
But since his boss is a Biafran, he should also be a Biafran.
That's what I'm telling you now, that Nnamdi Kanu is the leader, the supreme leader of IPOB. Every IPOB, including Simon Ekpa, is a Biafran, but not within the decision making of IPOB. But because of what he believed in, he decided to be a disciple of the gospel of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Don't you understand? Jesus Christ have disciples. That does not make them to take the position of Jesus Christ within the context of power of God. Do you understand that? Good.
He goes out stand for Yoruba always. But that's the number. Whoever can be, but very, very sad to what happened to him. I am told I was saying that Mazi Onyeze is historically oriented man who speaks truth always. Let's start.
Yes, because you know why? When I discovered that Nigeria was corrupted in truth, yes, I decided to take another angle, the way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have taken another angle. And the only thing that makes us very reliable, so to say, and very open, is the invention of the social media, where we are not waiting for the corrupted, enveloped Nigerian media to come and publish rubbish for us to read. God has used social media. An Igbo man, Philip Emeagwali, began to break the jinx. This jinx. Igbo man was involved in this. Igbo man was involved in this. We break the jinx. The jinx has been broken. So we do not wait for a tailored Yoruba media, Fulani media to come and tell us. Fulani media, yes, to come and tell us this is what happened and this is not what happened. Okay, I am telling you, we don't want to that. Look at it, we are having it now. So before you begin to write against the Igbo man, then we have already known, and that's why we are here. All over the world, we are going to stand against that.
So people are saying this man, that maybe Nigeria is against him, that Nigeria has a hand in this. In his jail.
No, I listened to Oluwa, one of Oba, this morning, and I quite agree with him. He said 99% of Nigerian hand they inside that jail judgment. Yes, he said 99%. that is a very in-depth, analysis by Oluwa. And if you look at it, 100% correct. Because we know what Finland went through when they want to pull out from Russia. We know what Finland went through before they pulled out from the Soviet Union. And look at Alexander Stubb. After meeting with the Vice President of Nigeria, including the ambassador to Nigeria, Sinasana, they now agreed that they must subdue resistance. Simon Ekpa is a reaction of violent approach of the terrorist government of APC and PDP. Yes, IPOB might not align with that, and I know why IPOB does not align with that. And I make that a statement in regard to a lot of what leaders today went through this process. So why you should, the Hausas are not celebrating the jailing of Simon Ekpa. The Fulanis are not even celebrating. Why is it that the Satanists are the ones celebrating the writing garbage? Why? Why is it that he's a fellow Southern president that masterminded the arrests of Simon Ekpa? You see, whatever goes up must come down. The spirit has become a religion. You know what? You know what I mean? Biafra has become a spirit. Biafra has become a religion.
A religion.
Yes. Thank God for the mistakes and calamity that has spread the Biafran movement all over the world now. In Finland, Biafran issues have become a national discourse. In the EU, Biafran issue has become a European bloc, issue. Biafra is being talked about all over the world now. The news is everywhere. There's no platform in the history of world media that did not report the kangaroo judgment, manipulated, fingered, 99% influenced by the terrorist organization of PDP and APC according to Canadian government. Look at it. Abi, that is it. Yes.
Simon Ekpa is a great IPO.
Bros, 100%, whether you like it or not, he is an icon, and we are iconic about those principles that he stood for.
I am talking saying that Shetima bribed Finland president.
You didn't watch them in the meeting. I can tell you the number of people that were in the meeting. Just like what Femi Adesina said, how they went underground in Abuja and decided to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. Are you not seeing it? Femi Adesina was there, Malami was there, Buhari was there. They didn't go through the process. There was no Interpol. The head of Interpol came and said no, they were not contacted. They committed criminality, treasonable. They invaded a sovereign nation and kidnapped a citizen. They did not commit felony.
I am talking about saying that the Nigerian government was involved in kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
No, it was not a crime. It was not a crime.
Daniel Smart said Biafra is unstoppable.
No, it is. Go and tell Boloshenka.
Boloshenka?
Yes. Go and tell him.
That Biafra is unstoppable.
He's the only one that knows. No, go and tell him now. He will tell you.
What actually Boloshenka got?
No, bros, I'm telling you, I agree with you, whoever that is responding to that. Because when Boloshenka was telling them, that it has become a movement, it has become an ideology, it has become a religion, it has become a spirit, that you cannot stop it. You know what I'm saying? I think that was the position of Woloshenka. That's why I said go and ask Woloshenka. Maybe I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Let's look at it from this side. Is it not right time for Igbo elders to stand up for their sons?
No, nobody is standing up because that's what I told you. The Igbos does not run a kingship. What we run is king's sheep. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's why the white man came out and told you that democracy started in Igbo land. And we are not the ones saying it. The Europeans are saying that democracy started in Igbo land. The concept of democracy started in Igbo land. Because the Igbos does not do king, monarch, oba. No! We don't do that. So every person, everybody in the Igbo land is answerable to himself. That's why you say Ohana Eze. Do you know the meaning? Ohaneze. Ohaneze. And I can go on and explain to you. Eze is a professional title given to a profession. Eze does not mean that you are a king. Do you understand what I'm saying? Eze does not. They say, yes, they gave you SAG, they gave you SAD. Yes, it's specifically for that profession. So why I say the Igbo leaders, they compromised the Fulani Igbo leaders, they planted Igbo leaders by the Fulanis, and we are looking at them, they know themselves. You understand? But the majority who are on the resistance, who are on the self-defensive side, are being hunted down. Instead of a fellow Southern president to liberate them, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is bent on destroying the Igbo economy, destroying the Igbo ingenuity, destroying the Igbo man, destroying the Igbo political class. By going after, see, the arrest and persecution of Simon Ekpa, championed by Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration, is a clear signal that you are aligned with the Fulani agenda to destroy the eastern Nigeria. Now, who is going to speak for us? Are people not being killed? Are they not killing up till this day? I'm asking you a question. Now, who are those killing? The Fulanis, are they not killing Igbos in their homeland up to tomorrow? I'm asking you. I don't know why they should be celebrating. So the jail Simon Ekpa, Biafra have died. Did you foresee somebody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu years back? The case of Simon Ekpa. When there is action, there is going to be reaction. Reactions from the likes of Simon Ekpa, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is as a result of the action of the Nigerian system. Why has the Igbo man not become president in Nigeria? That one apart is no longer relevant. We have gone beyond that extent of agitating for Igbo presidency. No, even if they bring the Igbo presidency, it does not come anything. 95% of the Biafran Igbo people are focused on where they are going to have their own self-determination, declare their own. Bros, what is wrong with that? Why should people be celebrating? Didn't Awolowo go to prison? The leader, the president of America, George W. Washington, also went to prison. Charge of treasonable felony. Nelson Mandela, Muhammad Gandhi, Thomas, name them, so many of them all over the world. Then why will people be celebrating? But they don't know that the reaction of what is happening in Finland is an identity of global acceptance of Biafra as a nation.
Let me comment here. Dr. Okoji said, God works in a way nobody can understand.
Simple.
The jail term of Ekpa in Finland could be a blessing in disguise for Biafra freedom.
He has not even been jailed. He can be appealed. And what I'm saying, even if he's been jailed, even if he's been jailed, of what benefit is Nigerian government, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, going to enjoy out of this?
Prince Jejeman, Onyeze, respect bro. I am Chidoka was saying that Nigeria was colonized by those thieves by indirect rule, but Igbo land was not involved in indirect rule. Unamdo Anusi said, good morning, Onyeze.
Good morning,
Thank
sir.
you for bringing man of integrity. Prince Jejeman, by the action, we know those who are planted by Fulani in our land.
Confirm.
Inambi said, please also bring in Mr. Matthew. He's the only Yoruba man with integrity. Mr. Matthew is Yoruba man. He's a Biafran. Mr. Matthew is a Biafran.
Pastor!
Someone said, Inambi said, please also bring in Mr. Matthew.
What's up?
He's the only Yoruba man with integrity.
What's up?
I said you be Yoruba man.
No, I'm from Delta State.
He's a Biafran, Abina.
Yes.
He's also agitating for Biafra. He's a Biafran.
You know, wait.
He said,
No, I can speak. I can speak for
Let me
myself.
come.
I can speak for myself. Calm down. You know, I told you there. I said what the court said in Finland. The court did not say people do not have right of agitation.
Good.
I said they say Article 1 of UN Charter on Human Rights guarantees self-determination. Article 20 of African Rights, sorry, Article 20 of African Charter on Human Rights and People's Rights guarantees self-determination. Both of these two articles have been ratified in Nigeria. So it is a legal jurisprudence, so it's a law in Nigeria legal jurisprudence when you talk about self-determination. The only thing is, what the court is faulting is perhaps violence. Even up to today, go and check all the charges prevailed against Nnamdi Kanu. You will not see anything that has to do with agitation, because the government knows that it's a right. But to answer your question directly, I'm from Delta State, I'm from Abo, and I'm a Biafra.
He's a dirty.
Okay, bros, no, don't compromise this. Nobody should compromise it. Don't.
He said not people like Femi who always speak in the influence of alcohol.
No, but you see what Pastor have just explained now. To be honest with you, that is what it is, you know. But now you come avoiding, you know, to interrupt the international and the state laws. Then you look for a way to single out something and you say it is treasonable and it is felony, and use it as whatever charges. But I can tell you, the Finnish court, you know, was being manipulated to take that decision. That's what we are talking about. The same way they are manipulating the process. See, Nnamdi Kanu has put the Nigerian judiciary to trial. After it was discovered that Nigerian judiciary is now a hostage organization. Nnamdi Kanu is being held hostage by Fulani judiciary.
Fulani judiciary.
Yes. Bro, that is hostage now. It's kidnapped. After kidnap, they put you on hostage. They use this judiciary to put Nnamdi Kanu on hostage. That is illegality. What they are committing is illegality. You can see what the charter, UN charter states. You can see what Nigeria and Finland are then not signatories to that charter. Article 1 and Article 20 of the AU. Who's going to test it? Then the people who are supposed to show solidarity are the one attacking, celebrating, putting garbages outside, mounting champagne. We know what happened during the Nigerian Biafran War. How they were in Lagos here drinking beer. Gowon was getting married, celebrating. Did what in the Lagos state where the war was going on. The war was going on. They were drinking beer in Lagos.
I am too like I was saying that Igbo nation does not need Nigeria presidential position. Prince Jejeman said,
how you now there? I'm here to greet you again. I'm here today. Thank God for life. Thank God for you guys. Yeah.
The gentleman said, please, Onyeze, Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa has nothing in common. By their fruit you shall know them.
Oga, let me tell you, yes, I agree with that they don't have anything in common. What brings the meeting point there is Biafra. Let me just explain. I think for the last time, let me just put it that way, that we should understand at what point we begin to see this transformation about Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa was not a member of IPOB. He was seen as believed to be Nnamdi Kanu's disciple. After that, he went into the autopilot ideology. From autopilot ideology, he started talking about Biafran government in exile. Please let us understand that. And in between, along the line, Simon Ekpa got radicalized as a result of the killing that took place in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's house. 28 people were killed, unprovoked, unarmed. It did not end here. They keep on carrying out genocide deliberately without any provocation. And in the concept of self-determination, how do you put Simon Ekpa?
Nnamdi said, another enemy of Indigo just spotted. That's Prince Gentleman, do you remember that Inni and Nwodo Sohanese caused what is happening in Southeast against our youth? By the way, they are sabotaged MNK's efforts for Biafra. Okay, I'm too like I was saying that Nnamdi Ohanusi is wrong by calling Femi a drunkard. Please, Kule is a pathological liar and a drunkard. Benga just said, thank you, Mr. Matthew. Nigeria government will not read that of the court judgment about self-determination. Instead, they are only excited about the jailing. Nigerians perceive Biafra struggle as dangerous, undermining those who are ransacking their towns and villages. That's Dr. Okoji. Please, Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa has nothing in common. Okay, I want you to just close with this comment.
Okay.
Because
yeah.
we are more than 2 hours present.
All right, no problem.
This comment,
okay.
I reserved it for you.
Okay.
Prince Gentleman said, Ekpa have army. Nnamdi Kanu have only security, ESN and IPOB. Don't allow Nigeria to have a link of terrorism to Nnamdi Kanu.
Okay, let me tell you very clearly, because of what is happening, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have adopted the concept of non-violence because of the requirements of the United Nations. They do not want to support anything that has to do with violent approach to self-determination. That does not mean that there will not be violence, but Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have taken that and was able to enjoy that tag until Nigerian government begin to do otherwise. And let me tell you, nobody can come and claim that Simon Ekpa was violent. Simon Ekpa was not a violent man till this date. I can tell you that. Simon Ekpa is not a violent man, and violence is not attached with Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is a symbol of resistance, of violent approach of the Nigerian government against the Biafrans. It's not. How would you say Simon Ekpa is violent? How did you get that? Yes, agreed. He's not a member of IPOB. Yes, he has his own ideology. Agreed. He has his own ideology, and he believes his own ideology. Agreed. But that wasn't violent. That is resistance. But okay, what would you now call self-defense? How would you now self-defend yourself? When Fulanis are everywhere in your land, killing people on a daily basis.
Every time you are beating me, I tell you to beat you and
And you think what they are doing, they don't know? That they need to oppress or suppress these voices that the world is hearing. Yes, even during the days of Nelson Mandela, he went through a lot. Muhammad Gandhi went through a lot of them.
Webber said, your speech must be controlled when agitating.
Yeah, okay, let me tell you, I don't know what you mean by speech. It should be controlled. Was are you bros? Let me tell you. Even God said rebuke. How would you use the word rebuke? What is the tone of rebuke? What matters is now you know how you want to interpret what somebody is saying. What message is the person passing through? We saw the kind of word that was used against Jonathan by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Lai Mohammed, Fashola, Buhari, and all of them. The most insulted president in the history of the world, Jonathan. Good luck, Jonathan. Have you listened to Steve Biko? Have you listened to Malcolm X? Have you listened to Nelson Mandela? Have you listened to Muhammad Gandhi? Have you listened to Martin Luther the King? Are they smiling? Did they smile? I'm not asking you. Did they smile? What language? When the people who are supposed to protect the Biafrans in all the states in the east are looking the other way. Okay, let me give you an example. How many times have you seen Hope Uzodinma and the governor of Enugu State, Peter Mba, come out and condemn the Fulani killing in the eastern part of the country? How many times? Just mention one time. Just mention one. Bros, you know they. So Simon Ekpa is a symbol of resistance or violent approach in the entire eastern part of the country. That is my response to that.
Mr. David, I agree with you, but this few days for me has changed. What you very well talk trash about Obi and Igbos, that's Nnamdi and
Who?
He said Femi has changed this day.
Yeah. Bro, anybody can change. You understand? But see, I keep on saying it and I keep on repeating myself. When I came to this town newly, I got myself involved with a certain understanding. I think I had Ghanified access to Ghanified mixed family as at that time, and I begin to ask questions. And Ghanified me understand. See, anybody can change to anything. But bros, now here I did. This is what I believe and this is what I stand. Until those things are corrected, then if you feel that they cannot be corrected, then aluta continua, agitation continues.
Nnamdi Anusi, hating Indi Igbo is like putting a chain around your neck. Love Indi and start seeing progress in your life.
That's what the guy from either United States of America, a Yoruba man, told them about what is happening in Lagos. He told them, Dele Farotimi, you know him, go and check. Anybody can go and check it. He's there.
I am told I say that what will be the punishment for Nigeria government in going to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. Anthony Dirichukwu said, yes, so I agree with you, Oyeze. Simon is not violent person. Nnamdi Anusi said Simon Ekpa was going to the right way before, but pride and power make him fail from track. Brahma Committee said the law is clear about incitation to violence worldwide. In judgment said, once you are trapped into terrorism by a government, you have defeated the condition of self-determination.
Okay, that is not correct. Okay, that is not correct. Did Nnamdi Azikiwe Awolowo achieve independence? Did they achieve independence? Were they at a point charged with treason? Of course, when things happens like that, people tend to, you see, when a man is struggling with challenges, you do not expect to have a friend. So people tend to enjoy you when you become a hero, a famous person. They'll start clapping for you. Donald Trump went through criminal, charges too. The guy that helped American liberation, George Washington, was charged with treason. A whole America. I do not see anything like that. Okay, imagine what would have become. Then we'll not sit down and say, no, we don't need to do that, so that the Fulanis can enter the entire eastern Nigeria and slaughter people.
Nnamdi Anusi said Simon made a big mistake for causing mayhem in Osun local government. I don't know, maybe it was Osun. Honestly, MNK never asked ESN to kill Igbos, but Simon did, That's why I disagree with Simon Ekpa. But Mr. Martin Luther King never called for killing or burning. I'm talking about saying that Mazi Chinedonye is always right and correct about Simon Ekpa. But please don't back falsehood. Anthony Chiku said you can never get your freedom by being gentle. It doesn't work that way. Akin Folarin Okelola said Finland prison is like paradise, better than apartment in Lekki. But still a prison, yeah.
Bros, let me just tell you. You understand? Bro, let me tell you. You know, bros, do you?
The person said Finland prison is like paradise, better than apartment in Lekki. But I see prison.
Bros, let me tell you, you know, no matter how you look at it, no matter how you factor it anywhere, you know, did we have Simon Ekpa from the beginning? No. Something triggered Simon Ekpa. Something bred Simon Ekpa. Yes, you can say a kind of necessity. Something led to what we are seeing today about Simon Ekpa. And mind you, I expected intellectuals from the southwest, from the Yoruba, you know, to engage us in this reality. Then let us know why Awolowo went to prison and he was charged with treason, terrorism. Awolowo was charged with terrorism, treason. Awolowo, are you people not enjoying Awolowo legacy?
Finland, okay, mistakes can be done, but remaining in his.
But it does not warrant. It does not warrant. It does no matter how you look at it. It does not warrant from. It does not warrant the Nigerian government going as far as lobbying and engineering the Finnish government to compromise and begin to process an indigene. Mr. Moniba is not hiding in Finland. He's a member of the ruling party in Lahi, Finland. He has participated in the political process in Finland. He served as a paramilitary in Finland. He's an activist and a lawyer in Finland. Most of these things he did in Finland. Nobody he has not been alleged to have been caught in criminality in the first place. Bros, can we go back to history and understand that what bred Simon Ekpa is the system? And remember that when somebody is resisting oppression, Nigerian government and state laws can come up with anything.
Okay, I will do that because we don't have most of it.
Thank you.
I will say that Mazi Simon Ekpa is an innocent man. Self-defense is different from terrorism. I am saying that Nigerian government should be kept in prison in ICC Holland. Brema Kombi Awolowo was falsely accused and jailed. So we have it today. Our viewers, we have come to the end of today's bystanders edition. We are closing here. Simon Ekpa would have instructed BDF to hold their hostage on prison swap, just like Hamas is doing to Israel killing Igbo military after capturing them is a taboo to Igbo land. Oluwa, you go talk to her. Time don't go. No quick come. No quick come. So our viewers, thanks for starting by us today. Thanks. We thank you for your comments, for dropping, for liking this program, sharing to others, and okay, we'll be here again live tomorrow. Okay, maybe someone drop a comment. Okay, we'll be here again live tomorrow by 7:30 a.m. Make sure you join us early. Our viewers, we appreciate you. Even after the end of this program, make sure you click on the like button, drop a comment, and also share this program to others. I am Tunaka was saying goodbye to Mr. Rashid. Yes, sir. Goodbye and thank you very much. We appreciate you on this platform. This is Flip TV. Stay tuned, and there are some other videos that will be dropped on this channel. Make sure you view them, drop your comment, and also click on the like button on each and every video. And Tondi Richuku said, I know in the next 3 to 4 years time, Simon will be taken to house arrest. He can never spend 6 years in prison. Yes, we'll discuss that tomorrow morning. Make sure you are here early tomorrow. We'll discuss everything. Yes, tomorrow morning. And even after the end of this program, comment that are dropped will be read tomorrow morning. God bless you. Bye bye.
Bye.